Okay, so we're not sure what happened there, but we are back live. Okay, we were continuing our discussion on Driveclub, where we just now figured out, okay, this is probably nothing new. I think we need to look at the $50 in a sense of that's a DLC season pass. You get the game for free. We'll give you all the DLC for $50. So instead of like what they were doing with Warframe, saying we give you the game for free, you can buy $5 here and $5 here of more coins to get more stuff. Pay us $50 all up front, and you can get all the stuff. Yeah. Or you can still buy the stuff little by little if you wanted to. Or you can go buy the full version of the game so it's like and never have to worry about it.
It's a lot of ores.
It's a lot of ores, but now when I'm thinking about it, if I'm looking at it that way,
now you like it.
It's kind of genius. It's kind of genius.
That's what I'm saying. That's how you want to make a game. You want to make a game like where they have like Steam having a Steam account. If I can't have internet access,
no.
You might need to refresh. You didn't refresh.
Okay, so if I don't have internet access, how am I going to play a game online, or how am I going to sign into my account, my cloud account that has my game to play?
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why the game is free. That's why I say when you have free games, they need to learn how to market the money systems and get all of that taken care of. But
that's what I'm saying. I think they figured out the way to make a free game with DLC that you're not really looking at it as DLC anymore.
I'm paying for internet. I bought the system. I paid for a membership now just to play games. Like, I was already thinking I should be able to play games for free no matter what, just from buying the system in the game. But now we see and we understand that you need service for the game now. Yeah. You need stuff to maintain the game. You need people to work on it to troubleshoot errors. So now it's become a culture, like, you know what I mean? So now that's why they needed to do the way they're doing it right now, to be able to support it, and like it's self-sustaining.
Right. I think it was a smart move. I think I like it now. Excuse me. Now realizing the way they're approaching it, I think maybe they could have explained it a bit better. I mean, maybe I wouldn't even say market it because they're not to that point yet, but the way in the explanation video that is explained, instead of saying buy the PlayStation Plus edition, they should have stated it in what we know now. It's something that we can all understand if we said purchase the DLC package for $50.
Instead of
like you can buy the individual tracks or the tracks that you want that your friends play on, or you can purchase all the DLC for $50, season pass, use the same words that we're used to, or purchase the game outright. Now the question will be that when the game further advances and there's more content that's released on the game, would you get that for free under the PlayStation Plus edition? And then would you have to buy it additionally if you had purchased a $60 hard copy? Or do both versions then need to purchase future DLC? You know, I think that's the next question that we need to figure out. Like, if you set up a model like that, and say,
who bought the hard copy and has PlayStation Plus,
but at the same time,
is going to get the DLC for free.
But I'm saying at the same time, if you have PlayStation Plus, why would you buy a hard copy?
So you don't have to.
So in case you ever was not PlayStation Plus again,
you can still play.
You have everything.
You can play your game. That's what it's for.
But I think a lot of people who are PlayStation Plus aren't going to stop being PlayStation Plus.
So like, if the internet went out or something happened, and I feel like playing this game, pop my disc in and I play the game.
I guess so. Maybe you can't play the game, but it's like you're saying, Driveclub is not an offline game.
All right. So there's a problem.
But just like Warframe's not an offline game.
But that's what the disc is for.
But the disc still, I mean, you still got a lot of games that are still just online only, like that have discs, like Garden Warfare, online only. Right. You got a disc for it.
Right. If you have no internet, then you'll just be playing your.
So there you go.
You play your disc.
Yeah. So but you wouldn't be playing nothing on the disc. I guess playing with Zombies, you could play Garden Ops.
Disc in and try to. Well, there.
But what's the one? Why I'm not thinking about it? Titanfall. Titanfall is a game you pay $60 for, regardless of what console you got it on, 360 or Xbox One. You pay $60. You can only play it online, and you can only play it with gold.
See,
there's no story mode in Titanfall.
None. The campaign is online mode.
Oh.
See, so there goes another answer to your question. They're making it so.
So the way games are moving,
you need internet. The consumer has to pay for internet, buy the system, pay for online to play their game with their friends,
and not even buy the game to play more of the game.
So that's
I'm glad Titanfall didn't have a Driveclub set up.
So there goes 5.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what would have happened? Like, I don't understand why Driveclub is going this route, but can you imagine if Titanfall would have went this route? Like, I was surprised to still see Titanfall's DLC season pass $25 instead of like the $50 season pass that you normally see. They have a $25 season pass. They would have had more reason to say, okay, the game is free to gold players. Would have been a great game to introduce games with gold on Xbox One with. They could have gave the game for free and then said $50, you get the rest and the other DLC that they was holding for the $25 that they're selling now. $50 you get all the DLC. You get the game for free though. $50 you get all the DLC. Like that I think there would have been an uproar, but when you really think about it, it's kind of genius. I think I give props to Sony for this. I like to see how it irons itself out, to see really like behind the details. I'm interested in seeing the future DLC handling. I think that's the thing, future DLC handling. Right? All right, so we got one more story to get through. I know we kind of dwelled on that one, but last story we got to get through. P90, you got that one? I think it's on PlayStation 4, right?
PlayStation 4 controllers.
The controller.
So what's going on with the PlayStation 4 controller? Is it walking around my house at night?
No. Well, everyone's wondering what the hell is this light on the controller for, and why is it on when I'm not using the light?
And why can't you turn it off?
I'm not using the light. Why is this light on? Is this killing my battery? But to come to find out, our speculations we know it's to go. What is it called? The PS the wand.
Well, we thought it was for the wand, like the PlayStation Move. The Move.
That's what it is. The remote does already have Move, but remember the 6-axis. It has this technology, the 6-axis.
Right.
It has the motion technology now, the Move in the controller.
Right.
All right. So there's the news is that this light also assists in VR.
The VR handling. So I guess these folks at Sony.
A sensor?
So I guess it's a sensor to work along with what they're working on with the Project Morpheus. Project Morpheus.
What is Project Morpheus?
It's a VR.
Which the same as Project Reality. It's everything is already. So we can put the glasses on, the Oculuses, and engage in a small surrounding of us, but controlling the character through a world or something.
So I guess at the same time, like what they're making is similar to what you have in the Oculus Rift. You got the Project Morpheus, it's the whole little headset, the VR headset. So I guess you're able to play it, and it still connects to your PlayStation 4, your current PlayStation 4 controller. And Sony's already said that the PlayStation 4 will introduce virtual reality by the end of this year. So like they're speeding the game up. Now they're revealing, and they revealed this in an interview to Tech Radar. They stated that while everybody knew at Sony why the light could not turn off, no one had the option to just hit an off switch on your light so you could save the battery power. It was reflecting on your TV or whatever, and they just had to say, "Okay, oops, oh no,
it was undisclosable."
But now they're actually saying it's because it needs to be on for the VR use. And I think I'm rather excited about that. The idea to know that my current hardware is going to work with this virtual reality system.
It just sounds like when you're talking about
happiness.
I mean, like when they come out, when PlayStation says like it's kind of funky that the light. I never even noticed it, but that the light constantly stays on.
Yeah.
And now to come, what?
Oh, we got that image over you.
What would we say, to come out how many months later?
What now?
Almost
6?
Almost 6. Almost half a year.
6-7 months later, yeah.
And tell me that the light is on because of a virtual reality that we're making, which is, to me, can you imagine that you play Titanfall?
Right.
The helmet.
Well, no, it is PS4 though. You can't play Titanfall on that.
I mean, yeah.
But we said Titanfall. What you kind of read like a little teaser there. Titanfall may come out on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, They were saying something about development.
It was something, yeah.
So can you imagine by the time by the time Titanfall comes out on PlayStation 4, the virtual reality Morpheus would be completed, and can you imagine jumping into Titan with Oculus on?
Yeah, or even something that I'm playing now, Uncharted.
Oh man, you know what? That would look.
Or playing Batman, like, oh man.
Batman would be pretty sweet.
Uncharted
I don't know how Titanfall could do it, because Titanfall is already. Like,
you gotta remember that it's made for first-person shooting.
Right, it's already a first-person game.
It's not really gonna be for third-person shooting games, third-person stuff, unless it has the ability.
I think I'd be super scared if I was playing Titanfall in VR.
No,
unless it has the ability.
Titan, like when he goes and grabs you and you just go flip it around, like oh man.
Morpheus has the ability to play any game in this mode of virtual reality, even though it's a third-person game. When you put Oculus on, it goes into the face of the third-person game.
Look at that.
Now, if it can do that,
and
we're playing any game in Morpheus VR that comes out on PlayStation 4.
I think some Resident Evil.
See, but no, you can't make any game first person.
Why not?
Because some games weren't meant to be first person. Like I don't know about playing. I don't know about playing Resident Evil first person.
Well, you've never even been to the Resident Evil.
Haven't been in that world before.
Like you have, of course, you might put it on and be like. And then the only thing that I'm thinking is once I take more the VR helmet off, I'm gonna destroy my room.
But see, I really think VR is not made for these AAA titles like that. Like I really can't see Titanfall in VR. I definitely can't see Call of Duty in VR. But I see games like Outlast or games like maybe if they made an Alone in the Dark. Like I see games like that being.
Okay, so what you're saying is that we have to take baby steps. We have to go like
maybe baby steps.
Galaga.
Let's call it. And I was gonna say that. I was gonna say exactly that. Let's call them arcade steps.
Yes.
I think we need to work with our arcade titles first. These indie titles, like let's make some of those in the VR before we go to jump in with some Call of Duty VR.
So
you know, like
spend so much money on it and it failed.
Yeah, because that's gonna be really
just said
sick.
Is
like
I would pay big money to play Call of Duty or Battlefield using VR.
Yes, somebody would do that.
Or VR headset playing Call of Duty or Battlefield, man. Like there is no more. I don't pwned you. I took over your life.
Okay, wait. Put it this way. Not even saying that. Okay, put aside. Imagine that. You're in a world that was not barred by technological limits, okay? So we're back in 91, right?
Yeah.
And back in 91, the last game you played was probably Super Mario Bros. 3 on your Nintendo,
that
right?
With VR?
Wait. Super Mario Bros. 3 in VR, sweet. Okay, but Super Mario Bros. 3 is the last game you played. And then the next Christmas comes Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah,
exactly how you see it today in 91.
Of course, yeah.
Would you be going that route? Would you say I'm getting that? I'm getting that game. I don't like. You had to take these steps. You had to be before you were ready for Modern Warfare 3. You had to play games like Doom and Unreal and
so that's why it should
you had to do
those
that.
Don't ever go away then.
But here's the problem with that. Then
still be able to walk all over the kids when they're born into like I'm 3 years old with a Nintendo, jacking around with Mario.
But there's no generation that's gonna be born into some Call of Duty. A generation will be born into some VR, but no generation is gonna be popping on Call of Duty VR out of the blue.
I want Star Trek, man.
The thing
I want Star Trek's hologram room. That's what I wanted.
See, you're not even ready for that yet. I'm not even forget technologically ready. You're not even ready for that.
I want to go like do that and play poker in Texas or something, and back in the Cowboy
I do understand
days.
where you're coming
or I want to
for
go and do stuff like that.
People aren't ready for
it. That's just too sweet.
I do understand.
Because you know why you're not ready for it? Because immediately in order to do that, you got to put some cameras up. And people ain't down with all them cameras that you're going to need for some holodeck. You know what I'm saying? You talk about a holodeck, you need the cameras and that. Ain't nobody putting that in their house now. No. Not right now. You're not doing it. You're not doing it.
Let me not doing anything on that show.
Let me ask you guys this. So, our generation, it is right to come out with the VR set and to take baby steps. But the kids that are coming out now, they want instant gratification. That's the reason we have the Call of Duties. That's the reason we have the
yearly Call of Duty.
Humongous servers of multi-online playing. Multiplayer online playing, constant, 24 hours a day.
Right.
If we take the baby steps with the VR set, do you think that by the time it goes to the Call of Duty stage that we're ready to play with it, people are not going to even want to play it because they've been playing Flappy Bird on the virtual reality or...
But by that time...
Bird to be awesome, though. I'd just be doing this all day.
But by that time, too, you'll realize Call of Duty will be drastically different.
Our first-person shooter then to that time.
Yeah,
just like Titanfall changed my first-person shooter view. I want my games to come out like that now.
Right, and we're gonna take a look at it in just a second here. I mean, when you look at the new Call of Duty, this Advanced Warfare coming out later this year. I mean, they've taken what people want in gaming. They want that ultra realistic. They want the ability to do massive amount of damage.
Right.
Exhibit the superhuman abilities. And Call of Duty wasn't that game because it's a military shooter. It's a military game. But Advanced Warfare gives them an opportunity to do these things like you see in games like Titanfall and games like Halo. You know what I'm saying? Like you're able to do that now in the Call. You're able to do that in the Call of Duty now.
Put some Oculus on and do it.
But give it time, it'll get to that point. But I think we need to show, like, as developers, if you're a developer of indie games and you're working on new hardware like the Oculus Rift and Project Morpheus, then it's up to them as pioneers to show the Call of Duty devs what's possible, what you can do. Because Call of Duty devs should not jump into it head first.
I don't think you'll be able to do it. They're not going to be able to do it right now, I don't think.
Yeah, they just should not jump into it head first. They would kill their franchise if a Call of Duty tried to come out, and within the next 2 years, if Call of Duty tried to do VR, they would kill their franchise. You cannot go and jump that far. It was just like why Call of Duty didn't jump onto portable. Call of Duty didn't jump onto portable until 3DS came out, not DS. They didn't wait. They waited until 3DS was there. Well, no, it was DS, but it was DS Lite by the time it came out. They improved on the hardware to make that DS title work. You saw the Call of Duty never came out on Wii until its later years.
I mean, first-person shooter requires a lot of.
And even then, they weren't even first persons. They weren't even first persons on Wii. Wasn't that third person on Wii? The first Call of Duty on Wii. I think that was
3 or 2.
I think it was
3. I think it was 3.
I think it was a third person version. They called it something else. It wasn't like it was like a 2 and something else, like some name to it or something. But I don't know.
Modern Warfare 2 was first and third person.
Modern Warfare.
When you played against only when you played against other people in a special game mode. It was third person, so it had the ability
on Wii.
Yeah. No, not on Wii.
On what? Oh, that was on PC and Xbox. Original Xbox. 360. All right, so we're talking about all these Call of Duties anyway. Let's take a look at the latest Call of Duty that's making its way to us on November. We had the date pegged for November 11th. We thought they were going to go 11/11, 14, but they decided to go 11/4, 14. So, whatever. Each their own.
Close.
We were close, right? We were close. All right, let me cue this up really quick and take a look at Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Democracy? Democracy. Democracy is not what these people need. Hell, it's not even what they want. America's been trying to install democracies in nations for a century, and it hasn't worked one time. These countries don't have the most basic building blocks to support a democracy. Little things like we ought to be tolerant of those who disagree with us. We ought to be tolerant of those who worship a different god than us. That a journalist ought to be able to disagree with the president. And you think that you can just march into these countries based on some fundamentalist religious principles, drop a few bombs, topple a dictator, and start a democracy? Give me a break. People don't want freedom. They want boundaries, rules, protection from invaders and from themselves. People need a leader who can give them both the support and the constraints to keep chaos at bay. You give them that, and they'll follow. And that's where I come in.
So that is it. That is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. I was about to say Modern Warfare again.
Is that being made by the developers of Black Ops?
I think no. Is that the Black Ops? It's Infinity Ward, right? Or is it Treyarch? Who made last year's Call of Duty? Infinity Ward, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Treyarch. So I think they still flip flop that. So, I don't know. Advanced Warfare. We were talking about all the high tech stuff and that they're using. They're making those super soldiers do what they want to do, and now people can really have some fun and get this like.
I think they're trying to create some intense Battlefield 4.
Yeah.
Like at a faster pace, like because Battlefield 4 is a little bit at a slower momentum.
Yeah.
Like because it's at a more.
I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that.
It's at a more realistic momentum.
Yes.
Now this is like special mission realistic momentum. You know what I mean? Like
I still kind of think it leans so much to cinematography. Like it's just this cinema behind it.
But you know what I mean though? Like that intense like of a movie. Like let's take like The Last of Us. How it was like a cinematic momentum.
Right.
So
and it gives you the emotion behind it, right? It gives you the emotion and you drive to it.
Right.
And I think that's what makes Call of Duty games. Like it
feels like a special task force mission kind of.
And you're more immersed into that, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit more action into it.
Well, at the same time, I think I think that interaction, that simulation that you get, and the action that you're being provided from the graphics and the intensity behind all, the sound and everything that comes with it. For Call of Duty, it says, all right, here's the story we're going to unfold to you. This is how, we're going to make sure that you're involved in it, But for Battlefield, it says we can do that in campaign, but we can do it in multiplayer too. When you have multiplayer matches that anything can happen and a lot can happen, like you said, and things slow down. It's more realistic in time, right?
Things get real intense.
Right, it gets intense, dramatic. It's like, but when you look at the multiplayer now, they can only learn in Call of Duty to translate that into multiplayer. I think then you have a winning franchise. But when you can only say to me like, okay, our campaign is going to involve a bridge blowing up, a building falling down,
right? You
running through in a Jeep, like okay, you've given that to me before,
but I'm not doing that in multiplayer yet.
Right. Let me see what your multiplayer can do, because what you're showing me in this, all right, it looks great. You find a way to actually let us do some superhero type moves, some things that you wouldn't expect a regular soldier to do, because now you have this advanced equipment and everything. Yeah, you show me that, but what can you do in multiplayer to bring me back into Call of Duty?
What if it's gonna be like this Titanfall experience where you had the gloves, you're running on walls and doing all this stuff? What if it's like that except Call of Duty? Like, yeah. It wouldn't be like.
But that's what I'm saying. I doubt you have these nano gloves in multiplayer.
What else can you do? Like at this point now.
If you give me nano, I think that's where I would draw the line. You can quote me right here. I'll say it in the month of May. We'll talk again in November, probably October. That's where I'm going to draw the line. If I can't have those nano gloves to scale the walls in multiplayer, you haven't sold me. You haven't sold me. You can't show me the nano gloves and say I can't get some sort of gear like that in multiplayer. We already know
we're going to get jetpacks. Some type of...
I don't know.
They got jet...
Like I said, like the movie Elysium.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it looks like you
got all that exo gear.
Yeah, they weren't jumping from one edge of the quote unquote what was it, the burning bridge,
right?
The crumbling bridge. You can't jump from one edge to the other.
You gotta have the you gotta got the tech. You gotta have the tech. Bring the tech into multiplayer. Tell me that the tech is not only in multiplayer but accessible in early stages where everybody has an even playing field and it's fun, it's intense. Like you said, I'm immersed in this environment, action is happening. I can either choose to be in the action, the thrall of it all, or I can bounce and do my own thing, pick them off side to side, slow the game down if I wanted to. That's what Battlefield brings to me. Let me see it in some Call of Duty.
Right? I mean, that's good. I hope so. I hope so. We want that. Like, as long as it always keeps that intensity edge. There's really no downtime in Call of Duty. When you play multiplayer mode and you're in, you play multiplayer mode and you're in.
Yeah.
You're not spawning, okay, I'm spawning now, and I'm running around. Like, not everyone's dying and restarting. There's game modes like that. Like, it fights down to the very last man.
Right.
But usually people are playing where they want to jump in. It's already stuff happening. I guess they're doing the stuff that Battlefield 4 is doing, except
they showed a lot of vehicles in that trailer.
Right, except they're just Battlefield 4 is much on a grander scale. We'll give it that. Like, it gives it a bigger map. We're not sandbox, but you're in a huge, like, more or less world environment to do.
I think so. I
it's
think
not so small.
I think it is enclosed in Call of Duty. They try to keep the action.
Map.
They try to keep the action in certain zones and things like that. But in Battlefield, they let the players decide where the action is going to unfold. Yeah. Action can go down anywhere in Battlefield. So, I like that.
Speaking of games like that, you would think PlanetSide 2 is basically where communication is key, because we have to get all these squads together and communicate. Let's take out this let's capture this section. That's
what I'm saying. I don't play any other multiplayer shooter game like I play Battlefield. Like in Battlefield, I'm actually naming spots or buildings and landmarks and stuff. You know, like even when I'm playing like a team deathmatch or something, Battlefield.
It's over there
when
by the garage,
by the bunker, the east bunker, the shore bunker. You know what I'm saying? Like the north tower. You know what I'm saying? We're actually calling out stuff. I don't play Call of Duty that way. I just
just jump in.
I don't even think I strategize. Yeah, I just jump in. I'm running around. I'm shooting whoever runs past me. You know,
like what's the name of that? Last Action Hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Something
like you just jump it over. Walls and whatever you can, rocks and hiding and shooting. And blind fire,
and it's pretty fun.
I guess. I don't know. I need something more involving, more intense, immersive, and I like that. I'm not even that good to get up there.
See, you can't.
I'm not even that good to get Predator. Like,
what's the kill streak for Predator?
I think it's like 15, 12 or 15. That thing is high. Like,
but I'm not on no. I'm
not even killing. I'm not even getting 15 kills in one match.
Yeah,
get a streak.
I think it would be nearly impossible to do that on the Xbox 360, but it's already been done. But I could see it maybe on the next gen system because you're playing with so many more people in the map.
I don't know.
You went from
you're
playing went from 12 on 12.
I mean, you do respawn in cycles. Like, you can probably still do it. You can still get it done.
What's the ground war?
It's 808. It's 808, right?
Yeah.
On the last gen system, and now it's a 12 on 12 or 15 on 15.
I thought it was 16 on 16.
16 on 16. Yeah. So you see that there's so many more people to get it.
That makes sense. Yeah, wipe the whole team. You got Predator mode,
basically,
right? But one of those 15 are gonna come back and kill you, and you don't have Predator
not
anymore.
Necessarily.
You probably got Predator for that last kill at 16.
I've got some pretty high kill streaks.
Yeah. All right, before we get out of here, guys, I'm going to prep you guys on a game that hopefully I will be talking about next week in our Around the Room. Again, Around the Room is where we talk about what we've been playing over the past week or from whenever the last time we saw you guys. A game that I'm looking to pick up is this new Kirby game on 3DS.
Kirby's always fun.
it looks really exciting. I think I haven't finished my Zelda game on my 3DS yet, but this looks like something I'll pick up and just play some classic Kirby. Because
you need to play some Super Smash Brothers so I can pick Kirby.
That makes sense too, but that gives you classic Kirby. Kirby just blows up stuff and keeps jumping around, right? Super fast, blows up, jumps, right? That's what Kirby's supposed to do.
Eats and mimics.
So the thing is they didn't do that in this Epic Yarn one, but this new Kirby game, this Triple Deluxe, it just seems like everything Kirby's all about.
What do they call it? The Triple Deluxe Kirby Edition.
Okay, keep saying it just like that. But let's take a look at the trailer for Kirby on 3DS Triple Deluxe.
So Kirby looks exciting.
Right?
It's Kirby. That's Curb Dog. Right?
Now I don't know if it was the song that really got me excited about it. I don't know if it's the song that really got me excited about it, but it looks like, classic Kirby. I'm gonna go inhale, blow up, move fast, jump around. I'm gonna be Kirby like no way I've seen it before.
It looks like he was picking up weapons.
He was doing everything.
Yeah, he was doing everything. Yeah, he like the Mimic. I think he's picking up weapons. He inhales the weapons, and bam, he's just shooting back at you. Like, I like it. I want to play some Kirby. I'm excited for it.
Can you imagine like Kirby being developed like using like an Unreal Engine or something just insane like that? Like,
I don't know. We can do it, maybe.
So maybe next week I found something that was pretty cool. Maybe we could share a picture of like things that we think that how it would look in next generation.
How they would look in next generation. White border LEM. That's our show for what is it? Thursday, of course, because it's every Thursday. We always join you guys on Thursday live on twitch.tv/1Life2Play. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video, spread the video around. We appreciate you guys watching and enjoying what we're doing here at 1Life2Play. Let us know what you think, what you guys have been playing, what you're up to, what we're missing. Drop a line in the comments below or send us a tweet at 1Life2Play. Until next time, I think we're pretty much out of here, right? Any last words? Anything?
I've got balls of steel.
I'm ready to game.
Let's do it. Game on.
Johnny.